Previously on episode 7, we are now at 337 LP in Grandmaster. We are really close to Challenger right now. In fact, we are only about 7 wins away from getting Challenger right now. In the last episode, we've played a total of about 10 to 11 games, so if you've missed them out, do not forget to check out that episode because there's definitely a lot of things that you can learn from watching that episode. And with all of that being said, let's continue with today's episode, which is episode number 8. The first game we played, we were playing against a Jax in the top lane, and you might notice right now that we are not actually playing with the face cam. That's right, I haven't been streaming those games. Those games were actually being played offline. That's because I couldn't be streaming in the past few days, so that's actually why. Anyway, back to the game itself. We were playing Riven against a Jax, and this matchup is actually pretty simple. You win the early game, and it's all about short trading and making the right moves. Luckily for me, I've set up a ward in a bush right here, so the enemy team at least had no success ganking my lane. Also, I've seen the Elise right here trying to fight my Kha'Zix, as you guys can see on the minimap. Unfortunately, I couldn't move at all. I knew a fight was gonna happen because Elise was moving towards the mid lane, so I tried to TP as fast as I could, trying to help my mid lane right here. Unfortunately, he died. We've got 1 kill, but we're getting countered by the enemy Jax TP. So we're starting off really bad right here. That wasn't very good. We did get 1 kill, but it wasn't really that good at all. This is where everything kind of went down because my Kha'Zix was right here waiting in the bush, waiting for something to happen. I tried to bait as hard as I could, trying to get that kill on the Jax, but then the enemy Elise did a counter gank and then they got both of us. I saw a really good opportunity right here to TP down to bot lane, trying to get there as fast as I could with my TP, trying to stop that Jhin from using his ultimate by TPing like in front of his face. I've got a kill on the Elise right here. I've also got 1 kill on the Yuumi, and my ADC gets a kill as well. So this kind of brings us back in the game already, just by doing a really good TP. I've also had this guy on my back right here just while the teamfight was starting at the dragon. So I was making my move like really fast because the sooner I got there, the faster we could like outnumber them and make something great happen. So we're about to get that catch right here on the Elise. The ADC gets the kill, which is not a bad thing. I mean, if ADC gets the kills, that's fine with me. But anyway, the Tristana got away right here. I'm getting away as well, so it was kind of worth moving for this. Then this is where I made the call to go to the dragon together with the team, trying to force a dragon before the enemy team would group up and like start outnumbering us. I really wanted to try and outnumber the enemy team so that we could like force the dragon, force the inverter and stuff. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way that I wanted it to be. They got the dragon for themselves and they also got like a catch in our team. We did get some kills right here, but it wasn't really that worth as they got the dragon already. Due to like all the ganks from the Elise, as well as like Jax getting all the catches, as well as the enemy team getting all the dragons and stuff, Jax was a complete monster. This guy could just 1v3 3 people at the same time and get away with 2 kills right here. It was still worth for us because Jax was worth about 700 gold, so our Kha'Zix is pretty fat now as well. The enemy team eventually started doing the Baron, so we've had to go and do something. So I jumped my way over here to Jhin. I did like a double cast and I got that instant kill. But the Jax is just a pure monster. He's actually destroying my entire team, and there was just nothing that we could do about it. The only way for me to carry this game right now is if I get a pick on the side lane. So this was one of the best ways to do it, trying to fight an Echo right here, trying to outplay this guy because this guy was insanely strong as well. We got the kill right here on the Echo, which means that we can now push all the lanes forward and also outnumber the enemy team by at least 1 guy. Eventually, we were strong enough to 1v1 people on the side lanes and then outnumbering the enemy team and then like start forcing objectives, which made us win this game. So now we have won the first game of the day and we are also getting 355 LP. The next game I've played, I was being auto-filled in the mid lane, so I was playing Riven against a Twisted Fate in the mid lane, and I thought that this guy was actually playing AP Twisted Fate, but then later on in this game I figured out that this guy was actually playing full 80 Twisted Fate, so I was playing with magic resist runes while playing against an 80 TF, and that, guys, that's not fun, trust me. I was about to get the first kill right here at about 4 minutes in the game, trying to all in a Twisted Fate right here. It should have worked, but then this guy came in, and you know, I've managed to dodge his combo right here, but he used his flash and he got us. It was kind of my mistake though. Everything was all okay in this game because when I did that early all in on the Twisted Fate, he still lost his flash, which means that all I've needed was like a good jungle gank from the elites. Like, Twisted Fate couldn't really escape from my jungle ganks anymore because, you know, he didn't have his flash anymore. So we've got a really good kill right here, and this kind of fixes my lane. And then we found this guy who was walking in the bush right here, and my jungler misses the stun. So I was being forced to use my flash right here so I could finish off the TF once and for all. Unfortunately, I've took like 2 tower shots, so I couldn't really survive this. And then I caught TF on a really big mistake right here where he tried to like throw in a gold card at me, and like all I've had to do myself was just cleanse it and then go for the all in. Like, you can really one-shot a TF like super easy as Riven once you cleanse that gold card. Like, literally all you have to do is just go for the all in, and there's nothing that TF can do. I've also seen a big chance right here to go bot lane and help my teammates out, trying to like force a dive or something like that, but it didn't really came to that point. We've actually started fighting with the enemy team, with the enemy jungler. I got the kill on the Jarvan right here, also helping out my teammates just a little bit. There wasn't really much to do in the mid lane, so it was better if I just go bot lane and help my teammates right here, and we're getting something out of this as well. This is where I kind of made like a really big mistake. So I was here in the top lane trying to force the tower so I could give like the global gold to my teammates, trying to get like an objective down, but I was staying for a little bit just too long, and this is where the TF came in. He ulted the top lane, and then Jarvan was here as well, and you know, it just didn't turn out that good for me. I've also got the kill on the TF, but he just flashed away from my combo, so we did get like 1 flash. We've got like a tower, but we've died, so it wasn't really that worth. I was really convinced that as soon as I would group up with the team in the mid lane, like force a team fight and stuff, that I could just go and finish off the game by flashing on top of them on the backline right here. So I've got a really good flash off on the Caitlyn, and I also got the kill on the Lux right here, and we're also about to get the kill on the TF here as well. And you know, this is kind of the game where this is kind of like the point where we started to win this game. After winning this game, we are now at 373 LP in Grandmaster, and this is already very close to Challenger. It's only just about few wins from now. The game number 3 that we played was Riven in the top lane against a Nasus, and oh boy, I haven't seen a Nasus in such a long time. Everything has all started off really well this game because my mouse heart came down to the top lane as soon as I told him that there were no wards right here in the top lane. So he ulted the Nasus for me. I'm taking this guy down. Monster gets the kill, which I wasn't really happy with, to be fair. I wish I've had the kill for myself so that I could snowball even harder on Nasus, but this is okay too. And then I've just got such a good TP off right here. Just look at that cannon position, guys. Just look at that cannon position. It's just made for this. It's just made for this TP. So I've got the kill on the Jhin right here. The TP wasn't really necessarily, but I didn't know that my team was gonna win this hard. But anyway, I've got the kill for myself, and we're also about to get this tower right here. So that's starting off really well for me. My team started to make some mistakes eventually, so I've had to go and do something in order to fix that, you know. So I've gone in right here, I've tried to see if I could get like a catch in their support or like a catch in their ADC. So I've used my ultimate, I've jumped in like 3 men at once, and I've still got the Janna kill right here while getting away. So we've managed to fix something about those mistakes, but it was still a tough game, I'll tell you guys that. And if you guys want to know like why this was such a hard game, it's because my team just kept on making mistakes this game. And I'm just not talking about basic mistakes. No, I'm talking about them being catched in the entire game, which even lets the enemy team to getting a free Baron right here. It was honestly just such a rough game, guys. It was so rough, man. So we lost this game, and we are now at 360 LP. Anyways, guys, the next upcoming episodes are just gonna be games that are being played live on stream again. So if you guys want to see like the full gameplays and stuff like that, do not forget to check out my Twitch stream, because I'm gonna be playing every single game and you guys can all watch it live. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode, man. If you guys want to see the next episode, do not forget to subscribe. And also, if you want to go and talk to me, do not forget to join my Discord server, guys. And I'll catch you guys up in the next episode, in the next video, and also the next upcoming stream, man. Peace.